This is a children's TV show. His name is Mr Nosey, and he's a character from a British show made in the 1980s specifically for children. It's absolutely terrifying, right? And what's sad is no one sat at a conference room table and was like, hey, how are we gonna traumatize children this weekend? They genuinely thought they had created a lovable mascot. This era in the 1980s seemed to be the prime time of children's nightmare fuel television. Take the Teletubbies, for example. These strange creatures that weren't animals or robots or humans. They're just these colorful, well, Teletubbies that are wandering around this beautiful landscape that's deeply unsettling at the same time.
Time for Tubby bye-bye. Time for Tubby bye-bye.
So weird. It's so weird. And watching over it all is the show's most infamous character. This son with the baby face that communicates through a series of random noises. I don't want to research what narcotics the creators of the show were on. Another one called Peppermint Park, which contains the most terrifying puppets you'll ever witness in your entire life.
No mayonnaise, no medicine. There'd be no mo.
And then Mr. Blobby, who was a British superstar back in the day. Yeah, dude, that's disturbing. My personal favorite, Limbo from Sesame Street, who was teaching children how to count to 10.
Watch the screen and we will try to count how many dots go by. 1.
If I were a kid to watch this, I would have peed my pants.
That's 10.
Looking back, it's strange how not just one or two of these shows existed, it was the majority of them. And I really think that that's because kids' TV back in the day wasn't optimized the way that it is now. Back in the day, a producer could just walk into the office and be like, what if we made a big pink clown that only screams the word Blobby? And then it becomes a national superstar. How does that work, right? The result of all of this was a generation of children's shows that felt genuinely unique, sometimes creative, sometimes bizarre, and occasionally horrifying, let's be honest. But as weird as these shows all were, I would argue they had something that modern children's television has lost. Modern children's content is tested, focus group, and carefully designed to hold attention for as long as possible. This is the team behind CoComelon. It's a newer children's TV show that's widely known as being a little overstimulating. There's a lot going on in these. While they're creating CoComelon, they do this experiment. They show children CoComelon on one screen and boring footage on another. They then measure how many times the child looked away from CoComelon to see how effectively CoComelon can hold their attention. I don't know how many other, kids shows do that while they're making it. But to me, that feels like children's content isn't being created anymore. It's being engineered. It's being designed to not let anyone look away for even a second. Okay, so new shows are way too overstimulating. Old shows were absolutely horrifying. This begs the question, was there a golden age of children's television? And yes, there 1000% was. Arthur, Blue's Clues, Dragon Tales, Curious George. These shows were legendary. And they were hilarious.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Nope, don't think so. Got my muffin.
No! They taught kids something, they sparked imagination, all without trying to soak every last ounce of attention span that you have. It is possible to make a good children's television show that balances what we had in the 80s and 90s to what we have now. The problem is would it survive in the current climate after children have already been introduced to CoComelon and the likes of? I have no idea what the future of children's content holds, but I do yearn for a time where it can be creative without being terrifying and engaging without being addictive. Unrelated note, I think we should bring back fidget spinners.
And he wished on a dragon scale, and that's what started Dragon Tales. They climbed on the backs of the dragon friends, now the adventure's next.